is like an overview of the last comp I shot. I actually realized recently that this is the first true 2-gun comp I've actually ever done, because the only other 2-gun I've done with this group was shotgun and pistol. And then for the other 2-gun stuff, I've actually only ever shot Eddie's PCC. So this last comp was my first official 2-gun comp, and I shot with the KP15 run and gun, which was phenomenal. I did not get any bruising on my shoulder, which is nearly impossible for me. Really sorry for everyone around me who had to deal with the muzzle brake, but... So if you are a follower of mine, you know that I rolled my ankle the day before the comp, which on one hand totally sucks because I couldn't run, but on the other hand was actually kind of freeing because I wasn't beholden to like this invisible pressure of the shot clock, because I knew that I couldn't finish things if I couldn't run. So it gave me a chance to utilize the gun in a comp setting, which I had never done. So that was nice. My goal was to not finish in last place. I was trying to get like second to last place. Somehow, despite the fact that I walked all 4 stages and timed out of 2 of those stages, I still got 67th out of 88th place. So I'm kind of stoked at that. Dan did what they call an armored or nightmare division. You wear body armor, helmet, and then you carry all of your ammo that you're going to use for the comp on you. He still got 5th place out of everyone, so we hate that guy. Eddie got 20th, Felix got 29th, and Damien got 56th. But want to say, for Damien's sake, he was sick all week prior, and so much so that he like didn't eat for the whole week, and he was struggling during the comp. Like, you could tell that it was hard on his body. So 56th, given the fact that he was basically eating 0 calories the week prior, very impressive. So Russell from KE Arms has just started a new shooting competition called Fast Matches. And he just posted a test match out in Phoenix. And I really liked the way he recorded his review. So rather than doing like a whole exposition at the beginning and yada, 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 and then showing the footage, he just talked over the footage. Duh. So what am I doing right now? I am going to tape myself and put my little square into the footage. Hopefully it's not distracting. That is not my goal. I will try to shut the fuck up when I should. No promises. Also, if you don't follow Russell's social media, his YouTube is Sinistral Rifleman. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I am an idiot. The fast matches are a new thing. I think a group of us are going to try to hit the one in West Virginia in June, so pray for me. Luckily, thank God, the rifle that they sent makes it so I can actually compete and not die. All right, so let's look at the first stage. Rifle unloaded at load ready. And then when it comes time to go, we load our mag and we are knocking down 5 bowling pins. I wasn't using my body to support my shot, which was stupid. On the other hand, there's such little recoil and the gun is so lightweight that I really didn't need to use my body to hold the gun. So what I was really worried about was what happens after the bowling pins, which is the high value target. That's where you drop your mag, you have 1 left in the chamber, and you have to hit this plate. I was able to hit it with the rifle, which I felt really good about. And then I had to tell myself to not stand up and run. So I've actually sped up this part because I don't think you want to watch me walk for like 20 seconds. So at this second position, you take out your pistol, you load it, you hit a mini Mozambique. You can see here, I forgot the order, so I'm like hitting the chest several times. Then you drop your mag here and you do the same high value target, which I unfortunately missed and made me realize that I really need to practice angled or like lateral shooting. The stage finishes by like rounding this berm, walked my way around the berm, got to position 1, got prone, and then got timed out. I went into stage 2 so confidently, especially after watching some people succeed very well. So concept of stage 2, quite simple. You start at position 1, you have your rifle and a 20-pound kettlebell. You take both of those to position 2 and you put the kettlebell down and you make a couple shots with your rifle, and then you ground your rifle and you throw the kettlebell, and wherever it lands, you go to that spot, you make a shot from there. You do that kettlebell throw, rifle shot, rifle ground iteration until you reach like a 20-yard from the position 1 mark. It's clear that I was really worried about my ankle. So this whole stage, you'll see, I am kneeling with my right foot forward and bracing my elbows on nothing. have done kettlebell swings for several years. I'm relatively strong for my size, given the fact that I have like EDS and my body sucks. And I was like, I got this. I just watched someone do the kettlebell throw in 2 throws. I'm like, I could do it in 3. Like, I'm a strong girly. It did not go nearly as far as I thought it would when I threw it. Again, you see me get to the position and kneel with my right foot forward. Watching back, I just realized that the RO would have let me take the high value shot here, but I didn't surpass the cone and I didn't hear him, so I threw it again.
High value shot? On this side.
Go like some 60 yards to the end of the lane. At the end of the lane, you ground your rifle and you put the kettlebell down and you take 10 pistol shots on 2 steel targets. I knew that I was not going to make it there. So my goal was to get like 10 feet past the last kettlebell part, and that's where I got. Obviously, I took the PEs for that because I didn't even get a chance to hit them. But it gave me like 600 seconds to my total time, which fucked up my placement. But again, I wasn't going for good placement.
Nice! You made it exactly where you wanted.
That's where I said I was gonna stop.
Stage 3 was a really cool concept. It seemed very practical, which I liked. Yep. You start at position 1 with your rifle loaded and on safe and on the ground. At position 2, there is another rifle, and it has a magazine that has dummy rounds and regular rounds. So you go to position 2, I power walked to position 2, and I was a little confused because the safety was already off, so I was like, oh, what am I doing wrong? Basically, you have to clear the malfunctions and then make 5 shots. So there's 8 live rounds in the mag and 5 dummy rounds, I think, and you have to make 5 of the 8 live rounds. So that went well. The one thing that I did think was difficult was how the sight was aligned. I was really struggling to get like a clean picture between the magnifier and the optic. So it was like kind of like an eclipse deal happening. So after you clear the malfunction, you drop your mag, you clear the round from the chamber, and you put it on safe, and you go back to your gun, go to prone with your rifle, make some shots on steel, 2 different steel targets going back and forth, no double taps. So you can see here I'm like really struggling to figure out what's happening with my rifle. Before the stage, someone actually yelled out to me like battery. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. Whatever. Battery was correct. And so I had several people shouting different things at me to try. And I didn't know what most of them meant. So eventually I just dropped the mag, racked it, and reloaded the mag, which got the bolt into battery. I lost a bunch of time there, obviously, trying to figure it out, but then I feel really good about this section where I was like, bing, 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 bing. The magnifier, it's a 3x, worked beautifully, helped me so much. The last stage, I think, was probably my favorite. When the buzzer goes off, you go prone, and then you make 2 shots, and then you move laterally to position 2. Go prone and make 2 shots there. And then you have to do a mandatory reload and retain your mags. So I'm wearing cry pants in this video. You can hear Dan say,
Cargo pocket.
but by that time, like, I've already kind of shoved it in there. It was stupid, but my arms are little and I wasn't thinking. You get back to this position, you shoot twice in kneeling, and then you go back to the other position, kneeling, mandatory reload. You do that again, you come back, and you do it standing and standing. So it's very simple. Feel very confident in my abilities to shoot prone. Prone, I can do all day, especially with this rifle. Standing, I wasn't super confident. It's not something I've done a lot of iterations. So when I did this part of the comp, I was unsure how standing would go. So on the first part of the stage, where you have 2 separate steel targets, it took me 3 shots to get 2 hits. All in all, at that distance, which was like 100 yards, I feel very good about. The last part of the stage, you are making 2 hits on 1 steel target at 200 yards. And that, it took me 4 shots, but still I'm happy with that. I will say that watching other people do these stages, their wobble zone was probably significantly larger because they were sprinting. I was walking, so that really helped. But it felt really good to be able to hit those standing, hit them quickly, not worry about it. So all in all, I'm really kind of pleasantly surprised by the whole thing. First of all, because I'm really glad that I decided to compete because I was considering not. I'm actually weirdly glad that I competed under circumstances where I couldn't run because it forced myself to slow down and really focus on what I was doing and not create adrenaline for myself or create like panic and like make myself fuck up. So that was really nice. I'm very stoked and pleasantly surprised that I did not get last place. To have beat 21 people walking feels really nice. Don't know how that happened, but sick. And it really did make me realize like how much a specifically built firearm can really make a competition different, right? Because the best shooter in the world is going to be able to compete with any firearm. But a mediocre shooter can stand a chance with a very well-built firearm. So again, shout out to KE Arms for this masterpiece. Again, so no bruising, which is crazy because like I can look the wrong way and bruise myself. Not a ton of pain. Like, yes, I had some diffuse neck pain after, but it wasn't so much so that I wanted to die. I think that more reps with it will help stop neck pain in the future. Also, obviously doing like physical therapy, yada, yada. But for those people who need a low recoil firearm, check it out. I like it. Want to reiterate, because it's been a second, you do not have to be a member of Fairfax Run Gun Club to compete. The comps are open to the public. The ones that I do, the 2-gun action challenge, it's $20 a person. Great match directors, great people. Would love, 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 love to see more women competing. So if you are in the Northern Virginia / Maryland / DC area and you are a woman, please message me. Please email me. I would love to get you out there. I would love to just like build this space for women to like come compete because it's fun and everyone is great. And also queers. For any queer people out there in the area who want to compete, who like don't know how to break into the space, message me. We will get together, do a range day or whatever, and I will get you to one of the comps. Everyone is so great. It's a great space. Thank you for watching. Mash that I can't do it. Hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like. If you really like my stuff, hit the bell button so you're notified every time I post something. Most importantly, you have to see this jacket that I thrifted the other day. It's fantastic. I'm pretty sure someone hand painted this and it's sick as fuck. I'm gonna shut the fuck up now.